Hunt Showdown, a game of pain, joy, fun, frustration, panic, all at the same time, and after 6 years, Hunt Showdown is still live and enjoys thousands of players. They all have one thing in common: showing their skills in the Bayou and trying to not fucking die and somehow extract. Welcome into a new video. I'm Oehrchen and I play a lot of Hunt Showdown. In fact, there were times when I played Hunt every single day. However, today I want to take a small step back, look at this game from more an outside perspective and ask the question, would I recommend Hunt Showdown in 2024? Should you as a new player start this game at all, or rather move to other extraction shooters which might be more modern? The answer might surprise you. First of all, what is Hunt Showdown exactly? Obviously, this game is an extraction shooter and not a city builder, created by Crytek, also responsible for the first Far Cry and Crysis, and you might have guessed, Hunt Showdown also runs on the Cry engine. How does it differ from other extraction shooters? In Hunt, you select one of the various hunters and a loadout consisting of a primary and secondary weapon, some tools, and some consumables. All of this will cost an in-game currency of Hunt dollars to equip. However, if you're out of money, there are also free hunters including loadouts you can choose from. Obviously, all equipment and weapons you equip have different characteristics to them: range, bullet drop, speed, damage dealt, ammo type, and so on. Once in-game, and now I'm talking about Bounty Hunt and not Soul Survivor, which is also a game mode in this game, you and your team start collecting clues which are visible in something called Dark Side. These clues lead you to a boss you can defeat and banish, which will take some time. After the banish is successful, you can take the bounty tokens and head to an extraction. The reward is money and experience, which will level up your bloodline and your character. With the upgrades of your character, you can get some traits which gives you additional abilities or characteristics in game. Once your character hits level 50, you can retire this one for more money and more experience. Once your bloodline level hits 100, you can prestige and basically start over. The rewards for prestiging can be legendary hunter skins and other in-game items. This sounds very easy and straightforward. However, you are not alone on the map. PvE is very dangerous and there are also other hunters on the map trying to take the bounty from you, giving you the thrill of PvP. Nobody in Hunt Showdown is your friend. Sometimes not even your own teammates who accidentally set you on fire or let you run into a trap. Yes, friendly fire is a thing, and I had to experience it. If you fail to extract, the hunt and everything it carries is gone. So typical extraction shooter. To every new player, I would have to say, you will die a lot and you will lose your hunters. So don't get attached to them. People say Hunt has a very steep learning curve, and I can only agree to some extent. The gameplay mechanics are quite easy to understand. Seriously, bullet hits you, you take damage, shoot back, and better land your shots. Obviously, you will need to develop your PvP skills and learn about the different kinds of weapons and especially which weapon fits you the best, just to name something you need to learn. But I wouldn't say it is something you need to learn fast, as every weapon in-game has its pros and cons. For example, I started with a cheap Winfield, went to the Lamat Mark II carbine, and now I'm main Sparks LRR and hand crossbow as a secondary. The latter have to be reloaded after every single shot, and reload is somewhat very slow, but if you land your shots on enemies, they will feel that we are now entering a world of pain. Another thing to consider is to be able to listen. One major aspect of Hunt Showdown is audio, which Crytek does really well. Did you just hear stick breaking behind you in the woods? Is someone walking on wood or metal? Crows in the distance? All those are indicators of something going on, especially when your visibility is limited due to fog or night. As you see, to understand the basis of the game, you don't need to learn much. However, refining your skills and your understanding of the various aspects of the game can take some time. If you manage to interpret of what you hear, see, and what your instinct tells you, you might already have a good advantage. So are there still any updates? Is the game developing? These are probably the most important questions when entering a years-old game. And the answer is yes. Details of the game mechanics, balancing, new weapons, map layouts are constantly getting updates, usually for the next event. Whereas Hunt Showdown started with very few bosses which are somewhere inside a building, some months ago we got Roger, a giant crocodile hanging out somewhere in the swamps, acting as an additional boss. The thrill in this? The boss is out in the open, so the usual tactics you use in inside a building and compound would not apply here. You need to rethink your strategy on defending this bounty. During the current event, a central supply point, which could contain an additional bounty token or master clue, is a constant place for PvP. Crytek also announced last year there will be an engine upgrade coming, which is required for additional content updates to be made. When exactly this one is coming is not really known. Soon, they say. The engine upgrade, however, will end support for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. According to Rock Paper Shotgun, there will be an upgrade path to PlayStation 5 and a newer Xbox generation. Also, regular events with battle passes makes you work for something. You will unlock new skins for weapons and hunters, and unlock new chapters of the story you can read through. Let's come to the skill level you need as a new player. The game has an MMR system which does work most of the time. I usually play in 3-star groups and I think they are usually very well balanced for me. I'm not getting steamrolled by other teams. I have good fights. There are exceptions though when 5-star players, for example, lower their MMR on purpose to enter 3-star lobbies. They are usually no match for a normal 3-star player, meaning a 5-star player or more can easily wipe the entire server. However, this problem is sadly a common thing in many games. Fortunately, in comparison, I have not experienced this too much. The majority of games are usually great and balanced. Means even as a new player, you will usually be matched with players of a similar skill level. Obviously, if you play with a highly experienced and high MMR team, this can get somewhat out of balance. As a solo player, Hunt Showdown is incredibly hard to play and can get frustrating very quickly in my opinion. If you have the chance to play with friends, I would definitely recommend it. It is better to have someone to talk to and you don't feel so alone and scared. Is Hunt Showdown a perfectly balanced and bug-free game? Certainly not. Hunt has many annoying bugs and glitches, also caused by server lags and connection issues. I think the most hilarious moment was a friend not spawning with our team, but on the other side of the map. Crytek needs to work on many issues and I hope with an update of the network code and the engine, they can tackle these problems. And we'll probably introduce new issues. That's how game development works. So let's come to a conclusion. After all this said, is it worth to start playing Hunt Showdown in 2024? Should you even be bothered to buy this game? Yes, sort of. If you can deal with the frustration of losing one game after the other, accepting that there always might be someone better than you, and if you take this game as what it is, a game, then yes, get the game as Hunt Showdown can be tons of fun. If you tend to rage and would just verbally assault people using the in-game voice chant, please stay away from this game. We don't want this kind of toxicity in here. Hunt Showdown delivers you a good amount of content and regular updates for the price you have to buy it. With the engine upgrade in the works, Crytek seems to be committing on many years to come. Funny though how Hunt developed. Initially, it was planned as a pure co-op game. I like how it is right now. I just wished I could meet other hunters in-game to drink a beer at the saloon. Maybe one day. Anyway, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.